Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we did a bunch of things. We further secured our position in the northern territories, kicking the Spanish out of Brussels and Flanders. We dealt with a number of naval forces from Spain around this perimeter. I think we're almost at a point where our navies have... Well, we've locked down their navies in Gibraltar, and I do believe one of our navies up top has just... Yeah, there he is. They're just currently chilling, whilst also being fixed up and sent into action. So we're definitely dominating a large portion of the... There it is. We're definitely dominating the Northern Hemisphere and removing the Spanish threat. But we've also launched, a counter-offensive in North Africa, resulting in the destruction, well, almost destruction of this army. And this army has, this army in particular, I think this army is the army that's getting its, what's this one? Lichtenberg, was it Yeah, Frankenstein, which for some reason had a question of cowardice. Or was it Frankenberg? Yeah, rumors of cowardice. So this guy needs to take into action. So we need to launch an assault. And we've just been doing a lot of fighting, and we've got this particular settlement under siege, which I'm going to let to be under siege for a couple of days, because I don't want to have to deal with the forces. They do have Jaeger infantry, which could be a dangerous threat. I mean, they are elite and units as well, so nothing to mock at, but something is... Yeah, we're doing good. We're definitely doing good. Unfortunately, this army did get away, which is a bit irritating, but I think we'll be in a position to deal with them fairly soon. I'm also probably going to just attack this army here. I don't know. These guys have definitely taken a punting. Right, we'll have these dudes come into position, and we'll have him also take part in the battle as well, just because I think it's going to be important to do so. So, immediately into action. Mostly up against colonial line infantry, a couple of colonial horse. Mostly cavalry, this army, which is good for us. And we do have reinforcements. So, it's definitely... I'd say so far it's definitely going to be one of those... hopefully quick battles. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be a quick battle, primarily because I really don't want to have to deal with a massive... We've had a number of episodes in the past where I've just had to wait and slug again and wait and slug again, and it's just like I'd like a rapid sense of progression. I've even resorted to auto-resolving a couple of battles just because it's like I need to get that sorted. But no, the tide is definitely turning, and we do have the initiative now, which is quite a nice little change around. And this is actually a desert. Nice. Right, so... And this battlefield actually isn't too bad. We'll get you boys set up. I'm kind of thinking... I kind of want to go mid. I feel like mid is possibly the best... Well, mid / over here. Because I feel like this is a good location in terms of spotting. Though then again, this is a wide-ass battlefield. Right, let's have a look. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remove 1. Pop them on the left there. Yeah, this particular army is, if you may recall, a brand spanking new army mixed with a few veterans of the old conflict. Primarily due to the fact that the first army under this guy's command, to be fair, through no fault of his own, it's my fuck up, got ambushed. And unfortunately and subsequently got absolutely hammered, which is not so good. But luckily for us, we were able to counter and push, and now we're just going to be dealing with whatever shit may be flowing. So you, and you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone on defenses. So, not too bad. Also, let's have a look-see. So... The good news is it looks like there's certain cliff faces to our immediate front. Or at least what looks to be like cliffs. Or is it just really tall hills? Just tall hills. So, no cliff. Oh, there's like a little cliff area here. For some reason, the enemy have scattered themselves around. Not sure quite why. We are attacking them, but they don't quite have the range yet. They do have a very elite militia regiment. So I don't know what that means for us. They do have demi-cannon as well, which I'm not sure if demi-cannon had a better range, though the fact that the fuckers are moving that thing is also kind of surprising, considering normally they're not supposed to move. But they hopefully will have to move into range at least, because these guys will be ready for them. As mentioned, they do have colonial horses. More colonial horses. Looks like they're just bog standard cav. Yeah, sword cav. And more colonial horses. And more colonial horse militia. And more line cavalry. I will say this. I am so goddamn happy that they're not like the Ottoman Empire with their cavalry, because good God, the Ottoman Empire with its cavalry was mental. It was literally the sheer amount of cavalry that the Ottomans would throw in a particular... Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, first blood to me. That's good. Nice, nice. That's a good start. That's a good start. I will gladly take you... I will gladly destroy your cavalry regiments. Nice. I don't think that's going to be enough to kill them all outright. I'm going to withdraw this regiment and get them to defend accordingly, just in case they get a little bit cheeky with their cannon. Secondary group on the right. Deploying these boys. I didn't want to deploy them down here because the enemy will have more or less a complete perfect ambush on them, whereas over here, you're just cusping the ridge line. Nothing too special, but, you know, enough that you're in range and you can see the targets coming on the horizon. Okay, and they're running across my lines because that's what you want to do. Not going down fast enough though. Oh, there we go. Second wave. Jesus Christ. Right, make ready for the next wave. Oh, they're fucked. Here they come for the next one. They keep sending us piecemeal, and I appreciate every second of it. Now comes... One thing actually I could definitely say, in comparison to... from new regiments to old, is these guys, obviously the reload rate gets ridiculous. Like, when you get a couple of bars of experience under your belt, the difference in reload is astounding. It's like way more noticeable than you may realize, especially with all of that in front. Fucking hell. It is kind of ridiculous. And question, do you have... Where's the cannon, and do they have line of sight? No. The thing is, the cannon may all have the same range, in which case that will be fine. I'll just tell my cannon to focus fire on their cannon. But... no, they're just getting it set up now, aren't they? Yeah, it's literally just outside the fucking range. Who's in range? Maybe those dudes are. Because this is to the side, so it doesn't entirely surprise me. Yeah, they're firing at these dudes. Nothing I can do until I've wasted their infantry. I mean, we've got one regiment of cavalry left, which looks like they may be wanting to do another suicide attack. It's their first regiment as well. That's quite an honor. Right, line infantry. Their first urban militia has taken a nice little punting, which is good. I mean, they've only got the one cavalry regiment on the right, so I might decide to send this unit up to the flanks to see if we can harass them a bit. I was going to say, in the previous couple of battles, I've not given... Well, the first battle I had with this the regiment didn't quite go to plan. That's very good shooting. Not quite killing them, but doing a nice little number. Ooh. That sucks. So only one dude croaked it. One guy... Wait, he took a cannonball to the face and lived? My man. You're getting a promotion. Dude. Dude. Guys, come on, reform. But you deserve a fucking promotion for that. That is mega A respect levels. Right. Swap. They might all go down, I'm not sure. This will be a good test, actually. Right, that's actually quite effective. Like, we saw quite a large amount of dudes go down straight through that. Oh my god, that first that first regiment of cavalry. They're fucked. Yeah, they're fucked. Right. Okay, that was a really good display, and I'm very impressed. Good, that Dragoon regiment ain't gonna do shit for dick. Right, that regiment's gonna take absolute shit kicking. I'm gonna rapidly adjust heading so you can deal with that. Infantry. Cavalry okay, so that's colonial line infantry, and they've got some line cavalry over there. I'm gonna try and redeploy the cavalry. I fucking knew it. That's a lot. You're shooting through your fucking cavalry, aren't you? Yeah, they shot through their own fucking cavalry. I'm gonna have to be very specific with how I tell my cavalry dudes to engage. Yeah, that's... I had hoped the AI would notice the difference between the two, seeming as the infantry seems to be careful when it comes to cavalry being shot through, but not... Yeah, not to the same extent as I had hoped, which is a bit of a shame. Right, so I'm going to have to play extra micromanage in order to ensure... Yeah, I'm going to have to play extra careful with the micromanage if I'm going to be controlling that. Right, you boys try and move that way, because I think they're going to go for those dudes. Now, the only hope is that our boys can start... Okay, yeah, General's Bodyguard is fine. We do need to get this man in combat, though. I think I've just found an opportunity for you. Everyone suddenly have malfunctioning weapons. Dude, guys, seriously? You're pulling this shit on me now? Come on. Not asking for much, just enough to do some damage. Right, you hold position. Of course he chooses the one fucking regiment that's a problem. Normally I wouldn't like to do this just because it's quite a risky endeavor. But at the same time, it's like... You just massacred like a whole bunch of my troops for absolutely no fucking reason. You... Right. I'm going to have to be extremely careful with how I treat these infantry regiments, because... those missile dragoons, because Jesus fucking Christ, they murder everything. They are the living embodiment of murder hobos. Casualty intake is way higher than it should do. Thank you for coming back. You guys are chads. Right. You're wavering. Not liking that. You're elite. I like this. These guys get hammered on all sides by fucking cavalry and withdraw. You know, they rout, but they come back. You guys, you take a lot of casualties, and I'm not uncaring about that. I do appreciate that taking a lot of casualties can take it out of you. But at the same fucking time, you've got regiments coming back from routing that are fucking shaken. And they've routed. Yeah, I had a feeling you cowards would do that. Are you serious? 2 regiments are breaking. Problem is, that then gets these guys. Come on. Is there any reason why you're taking so long and you're now wavering and they're wavering, and why is my army now suddenly wanting to rout all the time? We're having a potential mass rout here. I don't understand what the fuck's wrong with this guy's army. Loads of troops are withdrawing for no reason. Like, I've got troops who have suffered heavy casualties, and they'll stick in the fight. But now we've got infantry who are taking a few barrages and are now withdrawing. The fuck is going on with our armies? Oh, no, don't. Not you too. Fuck it. We need to win this quickly. There's something wrong with this army, and it's not good. Oh, that's why you've got problems. Yeah, you're not allowed to shoot. I was worried about that. And it's the fucking regiment of the goddamn cavalry that runs away, not the infantry. This is bad. Are you serious? We might have a mass rout on our hands. I don't know what the fuck's going on. He went out like a Chad. Gunther Lichtenberg, you were a Chad. Right, if these regiments do piss off, which looks like a lot of them are, yeah, shattered, shattered, shattered. The morale shock of losing the general has definitely caused some problems. We luckily have reinforcements, but we need to keep alive. We need to keep in the battlefield before... Right, reinforcements are coming in. You can immediately withdraw because I do not want to have to use those things. These guys are finally... Yeah, you two can come back if you have the balls. Right, they're broken. Right, reinforcements have arrived, and they are going to hopefully stabilize the situation. I have no idea what the fuck was wrong with that general's army, but there is something really fucking weird about that general's army. I'm wondering if the new general's going to have any worse luck. Anyway, we need to wrap this battle up, because it's taking too long now, and while reinforcements have now arrived, thank the Emperor, and I've got two very nice-looking cavalry regiments to go for that. Come on. There we go. Yeah, no, you two can... No. Nah, you... No. No, no, no. You two, get out. I don't want you to see you, and you are leaving as well. It's just like, fine, we won't go then. Right, okay, so we've got reinforcements aplenty. You are very close to routing again, but that's fine. That's not a thing on my end. Right, you boys, regroup. Right. Reinforcements have arrived, and I think we definitely need to send these guys. Right, you guys have arrived, and you will be providing the backup, if you will. And I think you'll be the main stem attack as well. Because there is an element of there are remains of reinforcements being put in here. This battlefields are not really good. I'd say it's probably worth you moving to the left flank and seeing if we can do something about that. Same goes for the Lancers. This unit will be defensive in nature only, so nothing too specific in that regard. Probably have you two on that left-hand side, or that right-hand side there. Would love to know what's causing them to rout. Like, I honestly don't know what was wrong with this army, but this guy seemed to have a general. This guy's leadership seems to be shaky. Almost like he was cursed. And then the rumors of cowardice really didn't fucking help. So, I would love to have known what caused this shit to happen, but nothing. Unfortunately, nothing we can really do. Right. There was me hoping we could have a quietish battle. And this game is going, oh, you want this battle to be quick and over, right? Okay, well, let's just not have that. Okay, so let's move up. I'd say move up over to here. The enemy do have cannon. They will be able to set it up. Unfortunately, we weren't able to counter it. But that's nothing really we can do. They only have a few regiments left. The problem is, this is a very bad location for cannon. But howitzers, though, I'm going to pop them here. More for the howitzers than the actual cannon. Like, yeah, that works. Shit. Lancers. Lancers will go interrupt that, dude. You go and have fun over there. It might all be over in the... Yeah, that's what I was fearing. Ooh, close. Close. Wait, did I just see Africa Corps? Oh, it is actually a corps of Africans. Okay. I was like, the Germans are fighting the Africa Corps.
Rather novel experience, if I do say so myself.
Right. Cannon on it. Fuck them over. Go mad into that cannon group. Right, you nuke that cavalry regiment. You go past said cavalry regiment. And murderize that regiment there. What is up with you guys? You're attacked in the rear, but you're charging into the enemy. Also, why aren't they shooting? Oh, they are shooting. Are they shooting? They're not shooting. Right, you boys make a push. I really don't know why you're wavering. You're not... How are you attacked in the rear? There's no formation. I think it just must be the game glitching out because there is... It doesn't make any fucking sense. This army... You know, the regiment has been scattered. The enemy gets impacted by a lance cavalry charge. And then on top of that, they get... You know, on top of that... Oh, now they're starting to shoot. Very limited numbers of troops. Is that your contribution, Africa Corps? They're just like, okay, now they're starting to shoot. In the middle of a melee. Right, we killed the general. They all broke? They all broke. Good. We need to kill the general's army, though. Oh, yeah, the cannons, though. Because, like, the thing is, they can have their fancy pants cavalry regiments with their Africa Corps and all that jazz, but you need some fucking solid... Go. And attack. Right. One general is bad enough. Now you may take part. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the other army, but yeah, that's... I just don't know. Like, I would like to know what the hell's been going on, because there are regiments and armies in that group who just immediately routed at the first innings, and I really don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. But at this point, I'm just like, you know what? We've won the battle, and unfortunately, that has cost Gunther Lichtenberg's his life. Maybe people, maybe that might inspire some people to shut the fuck up and actually respect things. He has been replaced by Alexander Zimmermann. Ooh, Zimmermann, and he's steady under fire, soldier from birth, and a Prussian Junker. Might do some things. He's a 27-year-old lad, so I'd say someone from the regiment has been promoted. Alexander Zimmermann actually has a nice ring to it. Unfortunately for us, though, that we are still having to deal with the Spanish soldiers being open. Our flanks are exposed. The biggest risk is they may go for Tripoli, and I've got nothing to stop them. Except this regiment here. I mean, if they try and make a move for it, I might be in a position to do something, but we will need to deal with that. I'm hoping they just do a dummy and then return to each other, but I don't know, maybe. But still, let's see. Actually, no, let's end the turn. I don't know, like, I was kind of hoping just to kill them a bit quickly, but I know that if I do the auto-resolve, I can probably do that, but I don't have the, there we go. I know I can do that if I have the freaking resolve, and the Spanish are deploying against me. Oh, just wanted to. Oh, god damn it! Right, okay. This is good because all we need to do is just make them rout, but at the same time, it's like god fucking damn it. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cavalry regiments, and the rest are just a mixture of infantry. There is some pretty elite infantry in that monk. Can't speak. You know, things that are English. Not me, apparently. But yes, we can see that there is some elite Spanish infantry. And it's definitely... yeah. Not looking forward to it. I don't know, like today I'm feeling off with this episode. Like, you know, some of the episodes I've come into, I'm feeling set. I'm feeling all keyed up. I'm feeling ready and raring to go. And then there are some episodes like this one where I kind of feel a little bit all over the place. And, fuck me. Okay, we're going to have to deploy around here-ish, I'd say, like the guns-wise. Just because I cannot be bothered to move them up a bit. Like, here is a good location, but the problem is that this battlefield is not a good well, not very good for defending, put it that way. Good for attacking, not for defending. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna leave the fuck... The good thing is they're coming at us. So maybe we might be lucky and it won't be so bad because I can just tell my dudes, yo, deploy on the far side and hope for the best. I mean, I'm gonna deploy my cavalry in a hopefully... I was about to say, rather, though, there we go. I was about to say in a rather in a quiet position, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. What we do have, though, very fortuitously, are Jaeger infantry, and I have missed them especially. One, so those 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, Jaeger infantry will deploy... like so. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll deploy it on the line and then we'll see what we can do. Remaining non-Jaeger infantry will deploy. I kind of want to... I don't want to give the enemy the benefit of that hill. So I'm going to deploy as follows. And then we'll see what happens. Okay, Grenadieren. Right, there goes there. They go kind of along this line here. Still not enough. Say probably cross this road then. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. I want to try and see if I can find where the gun starts. Okay, cool. Right, and you boys will take up a defensive position here. Line up. Right, you will set up quickly along the left flank here. You boys have not as far to go, but you will be setting up intermediary defenses. I'm probably going to put you guys here-ish. And if we're lucky, I'm going to try something new. And the intention with this tactic is to try and reduce... probably these 3. I'll curve along here. There we go. Right. Double time it on that one. Commander goes here. Right. Right, everyone on... I'm going to tell them not to go on defensive, because I think that might be the reason why I'm having problems. Maybe. Right. Get the spike strip set up. Because then if we can get the spike strip set up, that's going to make my life a lot easier. That's a pretty good spike strip defense. Not quite interlocking as I'd like to have done, but you know what? It's fine. Not the end of the world. I'll deploy my... They got their cannon set up. Maybe in reaction to me, maybe not. I'm still umming and ahhing as to whether or not I'm umming and ahhing as to what to do in terms of skirmishing tactics. That was close. Because on the one hand, I think, oh yeah, that would be a good idea if we could skirmish and like do as they do. But I'll be honest with you, we're not really much for skirmishing. Or at least I don't know quite how to skirmish. the main incentive I have for skirmishing. Any casualties? Yeah, they got the first hit. Unfortunately. But I'll be giving them the worst hits. Good news also is that they don't have anything to shoot at anymore because my infantry are hidden. Huh. They're hidden. I did not think they would be. Maybe that's something I could do. Just move them into position and... Well, the problem is you can't deploy them outside of cover, which is a real shame. Like, what I said, sorry, you can't deploy them outside the usual... Fantastic, he's hidden. And now we're... Right, cool. So maybe I might have to try and figure out how to... Okay, who's not hidden? You are. That's actually kind of beneficial. So I will kind of adjust heading. We're a little close to the comfort, but double time it. Spread. Good news is we're getting that in position. You're almost in range as well with the Jaeger infantry, so that's fine. Their horse militia is going to be absolutely pummeled to shit with our grenadier regiment. Actually, I think where I could put you. Adjust the line. Good shit. And the militia immediately gets fucked by the cavalry. Sorry, the cavalry immediately gets fucked by those dudes. Fantastic. Right. Hey, cavalry, want a job to do? Gonna have you boys sail on the far side of that mission there. There are light Dahomey Amazons, not gonna lie. Okay, they are now starting to take fire as well, which sucks. Oh, would you look at that? Ordem cavalry about to get spoofed. Defensive. Really? One fucking cavalry. Motherfucker. Man the guns. Shoot in that direction. Good shooting. We gotta push in. Looks like they're trying to focus on my Jaeger infantry a bit. Not good. Oh, that was bad. I saw that shot get through. Okay, artillery. Feuer einstellen. Right, adjust heading, smack him into it. Come on, come on, come on. Murderize, murderize, murderize. Right, okay. Cavalry and infantry taken care of. Nice. Nice. Just in the nick of time. That's what I like to see. Right, get your asses over there and start murdering as many people as possible. Grenadiers. Are they... Okay, well, there's something. They're 148. Like, try and get some of the regiments as well. I mean, some of these Dahomey Amazons are assholes, but... They apparently die like men, in the sense that when you shoot them, they make a male sound effect when they die. Never heard of these Dahomey Amazons, but yeah. I'm sure they'd be quite fearsome opponents, but the downside of auxiliary units is reliability. Right there, 131. But still, that's a pretty good... That's a solid victory there. Better still, if the regiment is completely buggered by all of the... Nice. If the regiment can get completely decimated by... Captured it with cavalry. Couple of horses stuck there. Love it. But no, like, if we can oh, hello. If we can decimate the enemy... Right, you're 100 and something. What are you? 152. Right, perfect. How are we doodling? Right, you take care of that. That's 60. That's 110. Almost got him. Almost got him. Come on. Almost. Almost. No, 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 no. Good opportunity to get some heroic pactors in as well. Yep, perfect. Just a little further. Come on. Just a little bit further. Come on. Just a little bit more murder. Come on. Fine, fuck it. Right, there we go. That's a decisive victory. Okay, so that's something. Right, okay, so casualty-wise, we took very small amounts of casualties. Enemy forces remaining are quite minimal, which is good, because it just then means that further siege... And they also take attrition from siege. Don't know how much by, but they do take attrition. So, bit by bit, we'll be working our way through them. But... yeah. Oh, clickety click. Okay, so Anatolia has now got itself a fishing port, which is good because it then reduces people's likelihood of starvation. And Samuel von... Okay, question. Was this the Samuel von Koch who's in charge of our ministerial? Yes, I think it was. Shit. Okay, yeah, I think it was. I think finally... Yeah, Samuel... Who's his name? Von Koschek, yeah. He finally croaked it, which means, yeah, a lot of people are now suddenly pissed, including Hanover. Ah, isn't that wonderful, Hanover? You get to join the wonderful list of pain in the arses. Because I happen to have a school, which means people are more likely to rebel. Because of course you will. Right, Halgarten is becoming a Chad once again. Also, let's put the music back on. Yeah. So, now a lot of places will be in the realm of potential problems. And this is before... Oh, hydrogen. Huh. I did not realize that hydrogen was... Right, okay, so... I can't see which army did what. Right, question, you're the new dude. Alexander Zimmerman. Right, first battle. Ah, there he is over there. Right, okay. So, murderize that. And you murderize him. So, less reinforcements, but dead. Yeah, both of them, that's gone. Right, that's fine. More importantly, we've now finally got... That's perfect. Right, so trait gained, Falkenstein as well. Right, okay, so those guys are there, those guys are there, good. Okay, and the Navy is fixed. Get in there. Right, you're now going to make your way further south. And we have now liberated this area. You are needing to be reinforced. The Flanders are definitely going to be problematic. I'm going to need to build up some goodwill and all that bullshit. People here are going to need more happiness buildings. We have got 5 turns before that's fixed up. So, I think the good news, at least from this, with the death of that guy, while we have got a majority of our regions under the yellow spectre of potential demise, we are actually in a good... Yeah, we are in actuality a good position. Right, if you're pissed, then you're pissed. So let's get money out of that region. This region could be Yeah, this region's problematic to say the least, but nothing we can really do at the moment. Mesopotamia is not happy, but is bearable. I'm hoping that guy gets some benefits to his thing soon. Commercial basin gives us extra trade routes. Trying to think of anything that might give us a slight edge. I mean, the big problem right now is a lot of the regions are... Yeah, no, the big problem we have right now is a number of regions, while they are pissy, and thank the Emperor I started taking into account these particular things, because while it's not good, because I said a lot of regions are now under the yellow spectre of doubt, a lot of them aren't open rebellions, and I can only say that that's a test to the fact that I've built in almost every one of these regions like a trading house, a border house, this house. Like almost every region has some kind of entertainment / public order building. Like in some regions too, and I'm still at iffy with only a minor amount of that. Oh god, I hate the public order in this fucking mod. I really do. It's such a pain. I said I'm not going into a rant because I said we don't need. Well, I've gone past the limit and I won't go into it because again, you guys have heard it numerous times and it's not the first. But I'm probably not gonna. I'm probably gonna still mention it here and then, but just minor tangent. Fuck it. I hate the fucking public order system in this game, or at least this mod. I really don't understand what logical concept, like what logic was put into this, because I don't see it. I just don't see it. I mean, I get it. I get the whole public order in resistance to foreign invaders thing. Totally can get that. You know, it's irritating, sure. But, you know, it makes sense. You know, people suddenly go from 1 minute having a mortal enemy that must be hated at all costs to best of buds in a matter of like 3 turns. I get that. Time needs to be taken in order to justify doing anything when it comes to taking over territory. But what really kind of feels extremely poorly thought out, and in my opinion, it is a bad thing, is for regions that have been under your control for more than 20 to 30 turns, I'm still having problems where people at any point could suddenly turn against me, and I'm now having to deal with that. I've had to sink so much resources into just keeping the population at bay, and even those who I've kept at bay, they're only slightly happier with me. Only regions that, I mean, fuck's sake, Prussia. I've had this region for God knows how long. I have a maxed out pleasure gardens. And it's still, despite my victories in fucking Europe, Austria, France, eventually, Africa and everything, that's not helping any of the situations. And it just means that I end up having to spend far more time just sitting and waiting for the fuckers to... Right, so we're going to have to stop taxation there. You know, and it doesn't feel like an engaging and interesting mechanic. It just feels like someone cranked up the difficulty level because they personally find it to be enjoyable to spend forever doing something, whereas I don't exactly find that fun. So again, I said we'll clock this one as a Jaeger moans about the mod. However many turns from now, I can't really remember what turn this. I'll probably remember from this point, and then once I finish recording, I'll know which turn, what episode I'm on, so I know which episode. I'm gonna try and again put the limit back on because it just, this is such a drag. I just fucking despise this public order. I swear, once I've done this campaign, never again am I playing this mod. It is, you know, there are some amazing things about it. The naval combat feels good. The frontline combat feels amazing, but fuck everything else when it comes to be fair, I think I probably would have better combat with Darth mod. And, I mean, you know, I've had good combat with Darth mod, and I've not had the whole civilization problems to boot. Like, we would have won this campaign by now had I decided to go with something else. But at the same time, we're going to be doing this as... Right, yes, Savoy, no. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to hope that when we build the other thing in Berlin, we can build up the thing that allows public order to be a lot higher. Because I think once we get that public order bonus... perfect. Okay, good. We have a Protestant missionary, and he can chill here for the time being, because that will speed up our progress. I'm also probably going to try and send my Protestant missionary into Bakhlustan, because while this region is... Yeah, it's... I'm a little scared, actually, because this looks like a custom region. And I'm like, I don't really want to risk losing another army. Also, Punjab. Right. Increase that as well. At least that's going to be something. We can... what's next in terms of construction? Azerbaijan. Yes. Glorious. At least some of the buildings here are nice. Bearing in mind, some of these buildings I've had to put in as a sub-mod. This mod, it just... Yeah. It doesn't suck, but I definitely feel that there's a lot in this mod that easily could be fixed. Or I feel that there's a lot to this mod that just doesn't seem difficult because of logical, settings-based points, but instead is made simply because someone who's played Empire Total War and doesn't like how, in their minds, artificial it is, So as a result, they crank up the difficulty and other things, remove certain features because they weren't in Medieval 2, and they would then proceed to make it more challenging as a result. Call me an asshole all you want, but I will say this. I never liked Medieval 2. It was okay. I think the most fun I ever had playing Medieval 2 is probably... Okay. I'm gonna just pop you here and blockade you in port. 90... Fucking hell, that's a strong fleet. You know what? I might be tempted to move this fleet up to provide some additional support. You know what? I'm doing that. That's the strongest bloody Spanish fleet I've seen in a very long time. I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, two 90 gun other line, 1, 2, 3 74s, two Razzies and a brig. That's a fleet. That is a fleet. And while we do have two 110 guns plus 74 plus a 90 plus a bunch of Razzies and a third-rate ship, I'm going to send this one as well because we need our Ariande. Yeah, we're sending this one. Actually, I'm going to change the name because that does not sound that. I'm going to rename this thing. Carl Thor. That makes a lot more sense. Right. How are you diddling? You're moving back into position, but I also need you to reinforce. Right. We're going to move this army out. And you boys are going to go for that. There we go. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a push towards... Right now they're going back into position. And... Luckily, it looks like we've stopped the Catholicization. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm making it a word. We've stopped the Catholic spread, and we're now going to see if we can push the bastards out. What I'll probably do is I'll probably have one army lay siege to Morocco, then the other army can pop across to the other side, grab Gibraltar. Unfortunately, Gibraltar's going to be a bitch because it's a very, very tiny settlement, and there's going to be a lot of public people not liking that. So I'll probably question, does that cause public order problems? Yes, that does. So I'm going to disband that particular regiment, that particular building area, because I know I'm going to have problems taking care of that. I also, I'm going to have problems with that. I fully expect that. But that's why we got a priest. Once we regain control of Morocco, then I'll move the priest over towards Gibraltar to help speed up the conversion process. And then all that's left of Spain on the Western Front is Madrid, which I'm not looking forward to engaging, put it that way. The only other thing we're going to have to seriously deal with is we still have a few island positions the Spanish can gain control, can still move their troops in and out of, which isn't so fine. Azerbaijan is still iffy. If I was to move troops out, especially now, then unfortunately we're going to be dealing with a rather nasty case of the rebellions. So, I mean, we're earning a decent amount of wages at the moment. I think we've got a couple more turns before this is fully improved. So, just say it as is at the moment. Nothing too over the top. And I guess all I can say is I hope we can find. I hope the new minister for the. Hopefully the new minister for repression will get a decent couple of accolades in the next few turns. Boy. But that is all I'm going to have to give for today. Thank you so very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I'll hope to catch you in the next episode, whereupon we can hopefully make some major progress in the African front, gathering up most steam, and finally gaining control of the entirety of Africa. We've been spending a lot of turns trying to get control of Africa, and now finally, after what seemingly is over 30 episodes, we now are in a position to finally get into that place, which, happy days for us. So, I'll catch up with you then. This is Mr. Jaeger, signing out.